Greetings, students. This is W.C. Ballard, your step-by-step CEO, and I've got some great news for you today. We've got some grants that are coming in hot, and there are more coming. For those of you who have subscribed, you've already seen this before, and now I am showing them to the public. We've got business grants in 2025. Anyone over 18 can apply. They are $100,000 grants and $10,000 grants. So if you want to get news quickly, I recommend that everybody subscribe right away. So to clarify, there are 10 fellowships at $100,000 and 10 grants at $10,000, and you only need one application for both. In other words, once you submit your application, you will be considered for either one of them or both of them. Now, the fellowship is open to adults over 18 years old worldwide, regardless of their background. A fellowship is an award that supports a course of study or training. For example, if you needed your tuition paid for a whole year just to study something, that's what a fellowship is similar to. They only require that you have a strong portfolio of proof of work. Now, for those of you who've seen my video, how to become a grant writer step by step, that should sound familiar because that's where I talk to you and share tips about the importance of creating a portfolio for yourself and how to build your portfolio. You guys probably remember this one. For those of you who haven't seen it, go back and click on that and watch that video when you finish here. And I'm sharing different things you need to do to become a grant writer so you can be prepared for different awards like this. So what is proof of work? In the context of grants and grant writing, it refers to evidence demonstrating that the proposed project, activity, or idea that you are presenting to the funders can be successfully implemented and two, will produce the intended outcomes that you state in your proposal. If you recall, I discussed this in two of my other videos, the problem statement video and the agency capability video. So if you recall these two, and if you haven't, I suggest you go back and watch them because this is going to prepare you for these grants and all other grants. Can you define the problem statement is where you are presenting your idea. Let's say that you don't have a program right now, but you have come up with a great idea. You've studied it, you've researched it, and you want to present that to these particular funders. Well, first you have to define what the problem is that your idea is solving. And you have to come up with proper evidence and statistics that supports your theory that there is a problem. Now, in the agency capability statement, I talk about, are you capable to solve the problem or the idea that you are presenting to the funders? Are you the best person to do it? You have to convince that to your funders. So you need to go back and look at my videos, guys. Now, this comes directly from the website. I'm going to read exactly how they have it stated. The fellowships and grants empower individuals of the highest caliber whose work positively impacts the world. They have 4 categories. Artistic, that covers a lot of ground. Cultural, that one does too. Scientific and technological. I believe that most people who have projects now probably fall in one of these 4 categories. All you need is an idea and a good pitch and an impressive portfolio. So how's your elevator pitch? That's something that I teach to my students also. So students, this also is directly from the website. What if you had $100,000 to pursue your boldest ideas? What if we told you we want to champion your most harebrained, out there, eye-wateringly ambitious idea? What if the only thing standing in your way is an application form and a few phone calls? Nope, this isn't too good to be true. And that's true, guys. I know this website, and they are true to their word. This is the O'Shaughnessy Fellowships and Grants Ventures, a one-year program that unites the world's most bold and undiscovered researchers, builders, and creators to find, build, and spread new ideas. And I have their website below. And before you go to the website, I want to share a few other things with you. So the application only asks 8 questions. Yeah, only 8 questions. And here's a few of them. I decided to give you a few just to give you an example. And I want you to stay with me to the end because I have some good tips that are going to help get you through this whole process. How do you describe yourself? Where can they find you online? Your pitch. If you recall, I share this in some of my videos, especially the one that talks about how to become a grant writer. How do they find you online? They're going to ask those kind of questions. And I share with you some of the things you need to be doing so you will be visible online when you submit your application, because many funders now are not just looking at your proposals. They're actually going to go to your website if you have one. And if you don't, that's not going to look too good. So for those of you who are beginning or who are unseasoned grant writers and you really want to give this opportunity a shot, I suggest that you educate yourself or study yourself. Just take a few classes. I have my classes listed over to the left. You can go over there and peruse and decide on them. Because one of the keys to this is to kind of be in one up on some of the other people who are going to be submitting their applications too. You want to make sure that your application is at the top and it's one of the best choices that the funders are looking at. And to do that, there are no quick fixes. There are no shortcuts. You have to be educated. You need to study, research, and prepare yourself for the best that you can be. And my classes do that for you. So I'm going to give you a few more tips and we're out of here. So I'm going to be sharing many different grants as they come up. I'm going to be sharing them with you. You can go to this video right now that I have up there after you finish here or at your leisure. And there's some other grants that I have on there. And as I tell you in that particular video, I'm going to tell you this now. Remember, deadlines come and go. And they come and go. They cycle around. These grant funders have been around for years, and if you've missed a particular deadline, it comes back around. So you just don't toss it out because you missed the deadline. You hold on to it, put it in your what I call a tickler file, or put it on your planner and say, okay, I'm going to catch it for the next round. That way, when you get ready to start writing grants next year, you'll be right on time with this same grant. Always remember that. Now for some smart tips. Guys, listen real carefully. Read, then reread the application. Any of the instructions that you have in front of you, I want you to find a corner where it's quiet, away from any distractions, and read it carefully. Take notes if you have to, but read it through once, then go back and read it again before you type or start to write anything. Second, study the frequently asked questions. There will be good answers and good advice in those questions that will guide you in how you write your application and answer those questions. Number 3, write down, this is the most important, the keywords they use when describing eligibility and the focus areas and what they're looking for. And then take those words and make sure you use those in describing yourself and your plan or your project and your ideas. I just glanced over it and caught these particular 5 words already. Innovative, unique, iconic, breakthrough, and proactive. And I just caught those reading one section. But this is one of the tricks that I use that helps with winning proposals. So I'm passing them on to you. Make good use of these tips. All right, so the final thoughts, the timeline. You will see this on the site, but I thought I'd give you a heads up. As you can see, between January 1 to February 28th, that was the early application window, but now there's a window between March 1st to April 30th. It's called the extended application window. So if you missed the earlier one, you don't worry. You still have a chance to apply for the fellowships after March 1st. You fill out the application form, they'll add it to their backlog and review it as soon as possible. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I've got the website there for you. I hope this information has been informative to you, and I'll see you on the next round. This is W.C. Ballard, your step-by-step CEO, checking out.